Hey guys, Chris from The Ultimate Recycler. Welcome back to the channel. I had a subscriber ask me just recently about what's going on with the shop. You saw most of the episodes on my channel recently all about the great big move and D-Day and everything, and I haven't hardly mentioned it since. Let's go and have a look at the shop and let's see what's going on. Okay, it's early on a Sunday morning. It looks like it's going to be a nice day. There's hardly anyone around just yet. And for those new to the channel, I'm a second-hand dealer. Christine, my partner, is also a second-hand dealer, plus she does sewing alterations and all sorts of other things. This is our shop. Now, I spent 20 years next door, as most of you would know, and there's my old shop there. And I've relocated in here with Christine because I had to move, and now our shop is going pretty well. Got my new signs up. Well, we're going to get some sunshine in a minute there. But we've just set up. Christine's just taken Coco home for the day, and we're getting ready for a busy day's trading. I'll take you for a quick walk through the shop shortly, but let's go and have a look what's happening next door. It's been, let me see, it's been about 5 weeks, almost, well, 5 weeks since I've had my shoulder done. I'm still in the sling, and thank you all for your concern in my last video where I wasn't wearing it. I don't have to have it on for much longer, and I'm starting to stretch my arm out a little bit. Here's my old shop, and as we all suspected, and I think we all knew, it was just going to sit dormant. After the mad panic to get everything out, it was always going to happen. Look at that. It's just left derelict. There's probably spider webs across the hallway. I left all the carpet mats. Let's see if we can get rid of this reflection. I left all the carpet mats and everything in there. I didn't want any of those. So the shop's just totally empty. Nothing's been happening. No signage other than my signs to say I've moved next door. The backyard, we'll go and have a look at that. I got rid of just about everything down the side lane. We still have access to this lane, and I have to get this gate modified because the actual boundary is around about where the concrete path is. So we still get a bit of room to put our wheelie bins, and I'll stack some of my e-waste. There's a few things I still have to sell here, but we did get all the property finished. So the backyard, I don't think anyone's been in here at all other than myself, just to come through and unlock the gate. You can see it's starting to become overgrown. The oxalis is growing up through where all the strawberries used to be. And look, I've just walked away. I mean, it's not my place. It's a bit sad to see nothing happening. The building itself is, it's just going to deteriorate even more. I believe the new owners have had a revelation that it's a little bit worse than they thought, and it's going to take quite a while to fix it up, which brings a bit of a wry smile to my face because I told them, everyone told them, they had like a 10-minute inspection and no builders reports or anything. But look, I really do hope they can save it. Still got my signs up on the wall there. I don't think there'll be a problem. I really do hope they can save it and bring it back to its former glory. It's a beautiful old building. It's one of the few remaining old shops in town. You can see there, I think they've had a builder lift a section of the floor, and apparently there's no stumps left underneath, which I knew that because the floor is like a trampoline. Alright, Christine's just back from taking Coco home. Looks like we have some customers. I'll give you a quick walk through the shop. Good morning, Christine. So we're just about to do a little bit of a shop tour. How did Coco go? So it's now our shop.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you. Okay, you can see it's pretty full. I've only got probably about 20% of my stock in here because the rest was either sold off quickly or went into storage. But I'm gradually getting it organised, and if we head round to this section here, I won't do a detailed tour, but just give you a bit of an idea of what we've done in the time. And obviously I've had my shoulder surgery and I haven't been able to do a great deal, but I've got all this section set up with a lot of shed things, and this window is great because a lot of people can look through and see that it's not just a sewing shop and it's not just a china and fabric shop. There's tech stuff, there's car stuff. We really do cover everything, and my sign sundry is too numerous to mention, really does sum things up. Here's a little kitchen alcove. Still yet to set up some lights and everything, but we do have, I might have shown it in one of the earlier videos, we did put all the old ladders across the beams, and we have hung some lights up. So a lot more of that to do when I have use of two arms, and I can safely get up a ladder. Here's some of the bar section. And this back corner, which I haven't turned anything on yet, I just yesterday set up some hi-fi gear that actually goes, and we can have a bit of music going in this corner. So yeah, a bit of tech stuff, some old maps of Tasmania, some telephones, there's some camera gear in that cabinet. So, oh, this model scares the daylights out of me every single day. A lot of books down the back, and I'm just starting to sort out all the books because a lot of the stuff has been neglected everywhere because we've been so busy doing the cleanups and everything. And customers pull books aside all the time, so I've been reorganising them. Don't ask me why I've got religion on the same section as alcohol. So we'll have a bit of a quick walk around and we'll duck out of the storage area and see that there's not a lot happened out there, but I have started to get some stuff out and price it. And I'm going to do some unboxing videos from out here. We'll duck through here now. Because I know a lot of you have wanted to see some unboxing videos, and I found some boxes that actually I hadn't even moved from the big move. They've actually been in this storeroom for many, many years. So you can see there's still a lot of stuff out here, but I have been unpacking a few crates and getting things a little bit organised. It will take a long time, but hey, I've got a long time. So yeah, there's some boxes and stuff back in there that I'm going to get out, and there's some pretty cool stuff amongst them. So we'll do one of those very, very soon. Alright, we'll continue the walk around the shop in a tick. We've just had some customers come in. And back up into the shop now. I think we probably should get to work shortly. It looks like more people coming across the road. Christine's hard at work now, sewing again.
Always sewing.
Always sewing. She's an absolute marvel. So you can see we have our counter set up here. Christine's is over there. Mine's here. We have our laptops. We have our areas. We have our heaters. And it all works quite well. We have a lot of fun with customers. And it's good having two counter areas because if I'm sorting out some junk on mine, there's my breakfast. Christine has hers to serve from, or I can serve from there. And likewise, if she's doing a sewing project on this area or unrolling some fabric, my counter's available. Maybe we should put an 8 items or less aisle in for busy days.
No, we should make it 8 items or more for everybody.
8 items or more for that's a shop rule. So as you can see, it's looking really nice in here. We have a change room back in behind there because, as I said, Christine does alterations for people. So really nice cabinets, a lot of nice china and glassware, and yet we also have the blokey stuff as well. Another thing, I'll do a quick video shortly. I often have mystery objects for customers to guess, so I'll do a separate video on that and you can all practice your guessing skills. It's later in the day now. I thought I might just walk up and down a couple of aisles before we finish this video up. It's actually been a really successful day. We had a lot of customers through, and some of them even spent. We did all right, Christine, yeah?
Oh, yeah, we did. Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Pretty good Sunday. Sundays are usually the best day of the week. So you can see we've got some nice crystal display cabinets here with a lot of nice china. Christina is responsible for arranging them in graduating order. It's a bit of an OCD trait, but I've got to say they do look nice. Some really nice crystal in here. It doesn't sell well as it used to, but it looks magnificent in cabinets. And on this other side, I even still have a few of my ginger beer bottles and some Australian pottery. I'll go backwards so that we don't get the glare in the camera because the sun's setting in the west as it does, and it shines in our shop at the end of the day. Of course, we have a lot of Christine's handmade stuff here, shopping bags and shoe bags and all sorts of stuff that she puts on her YouTube page. That's Christine's Home Affairs, and she's doing really well with all those, and they're very popular with our customers. In fact, how cool are these? Talk about upcycling. These are made from old CDs and DVDs, and they're just a couple of discs with fabric and a button in the middle, and they're designed for you to hold cards if perhaps you have arthritis or you're a bit young and your hands are a little bit little. Great idea. They actually sell really well. So all sorts of stuff there. We have a real mixture, and it just makes the shop really interesting. Pretty well for anyone that comes in. There's, you know, stuff for the farmers, and there's stuff for the ladies, and there's stuff for young people, and a bit of everything. So we've got a lot of stock in here, as you can see, and a lot of this was Christine's, and there's also mine's been incorporated in here as well. So we don't have separate sections. We've got all our stuff coded, and we do continue to run 2 separate businesses. But as part of the second-hand dealer requirements in Australia, You do have to have serial numbers on everything, record where all your stock comes from, and because of the serial numbers we know whose stock is whose. Some nice old shelves there. Lots of books, as I said earlier, and we'll go backwards again down this aisle. And just as long as I don't back into something, you can see all the stock. A lot of jewellery too. Christine does a lot with jewellery. Most of it we source second hand, but I think she was buying some new stock at one stage off eBay, or at least bulk lots that other sellers didn't want anymore. And it's amazing how well you can do when you buy in bulk and then price things out individually. It doesn't have to be good quality stuff either. There's a heap of old light fittings that I once purchased off a guy. It was leftover stock from a shop he had in a nearby town, so most of it is actually brand new. Well, essentially it's reproduction, I guess you'd call it, but it sells pretty well. I got it all pretty cheap. And again, if you buy in quantity and sell individually, you can do very well. So we'll just go down this last little section and we'll call it quits for this shop tour, but it gives you a bit of an idea of what sort of stuff we do. And most people seem to really like our shop, really enjoy the experience of looking around. I think we sold a retro dinner set off that table today, so there's a bit of space. And as we come back down to this section, we'll be once again scared by this huge guy in a straw hat and a pink rock and roll shirt that I think Christine actually made that shirt.
I did, and you refused to wear pink.
Yes, I don't know if you heard that, but I wasn't too keen on wearing a pink shirt. But it's a nice rock and roll shirt, and she has made me a few others in more suitable colours, shall we say. Okay, thanks for watching that, guys. I hope you enjoyed the tour. At least now you know what's happened with the shops and how we're travelling. We're having a lot of fun together. There hasn't yet been a crossword, so...
As if we would.
Well, you know, maybe under our breath so that the other doesn't hear it. So thanks for watching. Next video, I have been promising an unboxing, so we will do that next. And then we might, as I hinted earlier, we might do a bit of a mystery objects guessing game for you to see how you go. We'll catch you then. Bye for now.